You've just started playing Ultima Online on the Shard of Outlands. I've decided to create a gathering character to bring in some gold and fund your main. Or perhaps you simply enjoy this more peaceful gameplay style. Whatever your reasoning, in this video I'm going to show you simple mining, lumberjacking and gathering locations for any new player. I'm also going to end the video on 3 tips for new players, so stick around till the end. But with that said, let's look at some gathering locations for new players, and we'll begin with the Lumberjack skill. Location 1 is popular with new and experienced gatherers alike, the Forests of Cambria. This location is easy to access outside of the main Cambria gate, and is a wealth of trees for multiple lumberjacks to harvest at one time. The short run back to the bank and safety of the guards is a bonus for avoiding pesky thieves or PKs. But there's actually a second, less densely packed area for lumberjacks as well. Exiting town through the secret waterfall entrance takes you to the Moongate side of Cambria. Less trees, yes, but it's often a quieter spot. With easy access to both the Moongate and town, this spot may earn you less lumber per run, but it's incredibly safe while doing so. Spot number 2, Prevalia. There are actually 2 banks in the city of Prevalia, Prev North and Prev South. Outside the guarded walls of Prev South is a small forest packed with ample lumber, as well as vendors selling their wares. This forest is not as dense as Cambria, but that makes it less crowded by your fellow wood enthusiasts. Again, the close proximity to town allows you to bank in relative safety. You could actually do a full loop from Prev South all the way to Prev North, hitting every tree along the way. And spot number 3 is another simple and safe option, Terran. A stone's throw outside of the city gate is an ample sized forest ready for you to whack away at. Dense and often under-farmed, possibly until now. This is a great alternative to Cambria. Lots of trees to give you that wonderful lumber, raising your skill and, hopefully soon, your bank balance. Keep in mind, I've chosen all of these locations for new players, easy access as well as easy escape. Next, we move on to the mining skill, and we start with the most obvious. Outpost is probably the most overmined area on the whole shard, and yet it's still my first suggestion for any new player. Directly outside of the Outpost Moongate is an ample spread of rocks and cliffs for you to pick away at. An added benefit is due to the mountains and location, most houses actually have a forge, allowing you to smelt your ore as you go, which is a handy bonus. But there's more. Head west from the Moongate and you'll enter this wonderful tunnel, all fully mineable as well. If you're more daring still, you can head out of this tunnel and enter a miner's wonderland. Mountains and caves as far as the eye can see. But be careful, because by now you've ran further away from town and you're at risk to PKs. Up next we have Horseshoe Bay. Leaving the east side of Horseshoe Bay and then heading north will take you to a set of mountains between this lovely city and Aegis Keep. There are a few skeletons in the graveyard to be aware of, but this mountainous area and these underground caverns are truly a great place for any new miner or even an experienced one. You may see the odd PK due to the closeness to Aegis Keep. However, the town guards are right next to you, so a quick run away and you'll be fine. And finally, for my mining enthusiasts, we're going back to Cambria. The mountains on the outskirts of Cambria are my personal go-to location for mining. There can of course be some minor competition here. However, these mountains travel far north, allowing for plenty of opportunity. Similar to Outpost, due to the popularity of this area, most houses actually will have a forge, again, allowing you to smelt your ore as you go. Once again though, player beware. The further you travel away from the safety of the town guards, the more risk you're at. With mining out of the way, it's time we move on to the true gatherer skill, leather farming. When it comes to picking a location for leather farming, it's done on a week by week basis. There are 2 driving factors as to where you'll farm leather. Firstly, you'll check the weekly region bonus board next to any bank. This will show you which dungeons or areas have preset bonuses. Pay particular attention to XP bonus or gold bonus dungeons. After this, you'll check the weekly societies hall and the Monster Hunter Society Master. Here you'll look for high gold dungeon requirements, and then, simply put, you'll farm these areas. This is where a large portion of the PvM player base will be, farming in the XP dungeon or completing Monster Hunter societies in high gold areas. It's truly that simple. Figure out where players will be, go there, steal their leather. But for all of the new players, these gathering locations are for naught without my next 3 tips. Tracking. As a gatherer, especially a new player, you must take tracking onto your template. Tracking will alert you to PKs in the area. This knowledge can be the difference between you making it back to town safely or taking an unexpected dirt nap. This skill will cost you nothing to train, and thanks to Razor, it can be trained primarily AFK while you're doing dinner, sleeping, or working. Tip number 2 is trapped pouches. If somehow a PK does make it to you, as a lowly gatherer, they're going to cast Paralyze on you to root you in place and burst you down. Trap pouches will save you here. These can be bought from provisioners in town, and when opened will explode and deal 1 damage to you, breaking you free of the Paralyze and letting you run away. They also double down as an extra layer of safety. Drag your boards, ingots, or leather into these. If you see them explode and you didn't do it, you know a thief is snooping into your belongings. And my last tip is none other than Jase owns. We're all getting older, and the idea of clicking my pickaxe over and over to farm is giving me carpal tunnel. That's where Jase owns comes in. Jase runs a completely legitimate scripts website, link in the description. He's created a variety of scripts, and I personally use his mining, lumber, and leather gathering ones. With the click of 1 button, the script will begin and harvest in front of you. You simply must move your character and prevent damage to your aging wrists. Please do keep in mind, you cannot AFK gather on Outlands, so while the script will do the mining part for you, you must still control your character and be at your desk the whole time. Jase is a wonderful creator. I'll put a link to his channel below, so head over there, subscribe, it'll mean a lot to him. And that, my fellow adventurers, is my gathering locations for new players video. If you enjoyed this, please leave the video a like and consider subscribing. It helps me grow on YouTube and push my Ultima content to a wider audience. Finally, thank you to all my channel members who go above and beyond in helping me create UO Outlands content. I truly couldn't do it without you. With all that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.